जय महाराज की जय प्रभुपाद की जय लोक प्रेमानंद।
करेंगे इसको। हाँ, इसके बिना ये मेरा दूसरा स्क्रीन जा रहा है सारा।
Hare Krishna. Wish you all a very, very happy Shivratri. And it's our fortune that temple management is arranged this beautiful Abhishek. Everyone got the chance to do Abhishek of Lord Shiva? Yeah. Now, before we begin, I request everyone to please come forward. There's a lot of room in front, and there'll be more room once the line wraps up. Yeah, I know Abhishek is still going on, but we do have to continue. Otherwise, we'll be delayed. This side. Can you request everyone to please come forward? It's a lot of room. Okay. So I take this opportunity to recognize anyone who's visiting for the first time. Is there anyone who's visiting for the first time? Oh, wow. Okay. What's your name, Prabhu? Manish, thank you very much. Oh, you're from Bangladesh. So nice. What about you? Deepa, thank you very much, Manjushri, for coming. What about you? Deepika. Okay, and I got one more name. Thank you very much, Manjushri. So thank you very much for all of you visiting for the first time. We hope and pray that Shri Srinatha Govind Vallabh, Nita Gauri and Srila Prabhupada allow you to come again and again. And today's day marks a significant event or time, a day in your life to begin the spiritual journey. Thank you very much. I hope you met the welcome team and got added to the meetings. Okay, so also would like to recognize today's Sunday sponsor. First is Suresh Prabhu and Lata Mataji. They are sponsoring for their son's Keshwar Charan's first birthday. Is Ate here? Suresh Prabhu? They are not here? Okay. And also, we also have Sudhir, Sudhir Prabhu and Ashna Mataji. They are sponsoring for their son's birthday. So I believe they are also not here. So let's chant one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to express our deepest gratitude and also shower the special blessings On behalf of Shri Shata Gopi Jadwala, the Thai Patitam Gauri, and her dear Shri Prabhupada, and all the Vaishnavas, it is too beautiful, amazing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. You also have Prabhu, Ganesh Shiva Prabhu has also donated Lakshmi for Raj Bhoga. So let's define. Is he here? So let's again we chant one time Hare Krishna mantra for to shower special blessing in this family. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare. So we should utilize every opportunity to take Lord Krishna's name, right? So also for the event, anyone know what's the next big mega event that we are working towards? Gaur Purnima. Right? It's appearance day of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, none other than Krishna himself. Actually, he's a combined incarnation of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. Very, very merciful. This call is most many, what's the word? Most magnanimous, right? So please mark your calendar. It's the 3rd March. So ensure your calendar is available for morning program till evening. Right? We'll have a lot of activities are being planned and details are getting circulated. We already have a couple of videos which are circulating to promote. So please share the information, flyers, and videos in your Instagram, Snapchat, whatever social media platform that you use. Right? So try to reach as many souls as possible. Okay? My favorite part to welcome today's Sunday feast speaker. Today's class is given by His Grace Vrindanath Prabhu. His Grace Vrindanath Prabhu ki jai. Prabhuji, very well qualified. He is PhD in biomechanical area. He works in one of the 3 major automotive. He works as global safety lead, and he's been preaching from what time? For the first time in the class, 12:30.
30.
So Prabhu is teaching for more than 12 years on a regular basis. He has given multiple Sunday feast classes, Bhagavatam classes, festival classes. So he has given whole series of Ramayana on Hare Krishna TV. So he teaches at the global level. He's one of the people who found on Narad Bhakti Sutra as well, one of the very, very difficult and deep topic of devotional service. Prabhuji is cook, he's pujari, he's a Bhakti Vishal leader, he coordinates and run amazing drama team. Like pretty much every festival we see Prabhuji's, taking lead and directing and performing the drama. Prabhuji is very well versed in Shastra, any spiritual topic, whether it's Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Ramayana. Prabhuji has all the details. He's amazing. He's a very regular reader of all the scriptures and very well versed in Shastra. It's about fortune that Prabhuji has agreed to give today's class. And the topic that he chose is significance of Lord Shiva as Vaishnava and for Vaishnava. Let's welcome His Grace Vrindanath Prabhu in our traditional way by 3 times loudly chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. His Grace Vrindanath Prabhu ki jai. Are we doing it? Okay. So we continue the tradition of doing very important but short skit right before the class. Prabhuji, what's the topic?
The name of the
The
Holy
Lord, the 5 names or different names of Lord Shiva. So Vishal Prabhu and Vrindanath Prabhu is reading that. Hare Krishna Guruji.
How are you? I'm very great. My name is Shiva, so I'm feeling very excited.
Guruji, about that, yesterday when you asked me the significance of Shivaratri for us Vaishnavas, can you help me understand? So he asked me, what are the few very well known of Lord Shiva? And I told him, Nataraja, Ashutosh, Vrindanath, Nilkant, Mahadev, Bhutnath. But after I told him, I'm curious now. I want to understand what all those names mean. How do we, what's the devotion towards Lord Shiva to get from your Krishna? So can you help me understand what is Nataraj?
So Nataraj means Lord Shiva is the best of the dancers. The way Lord Shiva can dance, even the best of the dancers cannot dance. That is Nataraj. Why he dances very nicely? Because he always in the meditation of the Lord Ram. And when anybody meditates the quality of Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, they they get very ecstatic. And that ecstasy cannot be seen in somebody who is meditating on some medical thing and dancing. So that is why it's called Nataraj.
Very good. Thank you. And why is it called Ashutosh or Vrindanath?
Wow, Ashutosh. All the Vaishnavas, especially sadhaka like me, who is very fallen, should take his shelter because he is Ashutosh, means he is pleased very easily. He doesn't need uh, big tapasya or sacrifice. He is pleased even by Ravana. What is the quality of Ravana? Lust and pride. And if we take his shelter to attain the lotus feet of Krishna, why will he not be? His Ashutosh and Nityananda Prabhu have that quality also. So he's for us.
So you meant to say even fallen demons, in Kaliuga like us, if we do our devotional service sincerely, we can also get his mercy if we get about Krishna.
Yes, exactly. So that is why he is Gopeshwar Mahadev. What do you mean by Gopeshwar Mahadev or any other dham? Lord Shiva is the protector of the dham and he only gives entry when you have genuine love towards Krishna. We all, for example, there is one example that somebody booked nice tickets for Vrindavan and hotel to go to Vrindavan. But when they reached India, their plan changed. Something happened and they had to cancel everything. But this is I heard it in this is real life story. They somehow or other are devotees of Lord Shiva. They went and they just took darshan of Lord Shiva in the local place. And somehow or other, not that year, but next year they could go to Vrindavan. So that is the mercy. If Lord Shiva is pleased, Radharani is also pleased. And when Radharani is pleased, everybody can enter Vrindavan. Why Lord Shiva? Because Lord Shiva is Vaishnava Nam Yata Shambhu. He is the Param Vaishnava. We all are aiming to become at least get some quality of Lord Shiva.
Very well, Guruji. Thank you. And last thing, Neelkant and Bhutnath, right?
Neelkant. So everybody knows the past time. There was a Samudra Manthan where there was a Halakan coming out of the Samudra Manthan, which is very poisonous. He drank that on. Why he drank? Because he is very merciful. If he did not take that responsibility, everybody in this world would have burned alive. And he drank and he kept it in his neck. Because Lord Shiva's color is white and the poison burned his neck and that's why that neck became blue. But there is one more that always Lord Shiva continuously chants the holy name of Lord Ram and Krishna. That is why what is the color of Krishna? Blue. That is why his neck is always blue because he is always chanting the name of Krishna. And then Bholenath, Lord
Bhutnath.
Bhutnath or Bholenath or Mahadev. There are so many more names. So Bhutnath is the he gives shelter to those people who cannot get shelter anywhere. For example, ghosts and goblins. I am one of that category. No, he is our only hope. It is mine. So, like, he can boot and goblin, they don't have important cross body. They have only subtle body, and they keep looking to take shelter under different demigods. But nobody gives them shelter. But Lord Shiva very mercifully gives them shelter. That is why they call good man. That is why he's called good man. And then Bholena, you know the famous pastime of Bhasmasur. Bhasmasur was so foolish, so foolish that he went and he asked, he, as Mahadev is pleased very dearly, he could please Mahadev. And he asked, I want to give me a benediction where I can burn. If I put my hand on somebody's head, instead of giving benediction to them, I should give them curse that they should get burned into ashes. Then he wanted to test on Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva is so innocent that he just started running. But then there is a big pastime. Krishna came in the form of a Brahmana boy and he helped him. That is Bhulimam. And Mahadev is he is the Devadi Mahadev, the demigod, he is the Param demigod. For example, all the demigods take shelter of Mahadev, and he is the leader of the people. So that is very fun.
Prabhuji, thank you for explaining on this significance of all these names. Very cool.
Thank you for asking me. Because of that, I could take the names of Lord Shiva on the Shiva. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare
Thank you, Vaishnava and Vishal Prabhu, for explaining the names of Lord Shiva. So today we are going to discuss significance of Lord Shiva as a Vaishnava and for the Vaishnavas. I take this opportunity on the instructions of His Grace Shyam Kishore Prabhu to speak the glories of Lord Shiva, just for my own purification. I seek the blessing of all the assembled devotees here. Please bless me, please pray for me, so that the right words at the right time can come out in the right spirit, which could be helpful for all of us to progress in our devotional life. So we'll start with invocation prayers. Let's pray to our Guru Parampara and the Lordships for their blessings. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinyam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Namo Mahavedanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurakshay Namaha. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vanchah kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So you have to chant a couple of prayers in the glorification of Lord Shiva to receive the blessings of Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva is the topmost of all the Vaishnavas. Vaishnava Nam Yatha Shambhu. So some of the very celebrated prayers for Lord Shiva, you can recite with me. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukme Bandhana Mrityurmokshemamrita Karpuragauram Karunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Shiv Shambhu Bholenath ki jai. So welcome to all of you on this very special occasion of Mahashivratri. And before we enter into some of the details as the significance of Lord Shiva as the Vaishnava, or some of the pastimes which are described in various scriptures, we want to understand the position of Lord Shiva, okay, the tattva of Lord Shiva. Generally, there are different tattvas which are referred, which are mentioned. Ishvara tattva, Jiva tattva, Guru tattva, Dhama tattva. And same way, Lord Shiva himself is a different tattva called Shiva tattva. Lord Shiva does not come in the category of Ishwar tattva or Jiva tattva. He is a special tattva called Shiva tattva. Even all the other Devi Devatas, they come in the category of Jiva tattva, up to the level of Brahma. Even Lord Brahma is also considered as a Jiva. He is a Jiva tattva. If everybody can please move forward to the most possible place, if you can move forward and make space for more devotees coming. Maybe on the side of Mataji's also, if they can move a little bit more forward. Okay, thank you. So even up to the point of Brahmaji, he is also a Jiva Tattva. But Lord Shiva does not come in the category of Jiva Tattva. What does that mean? Somebody can qualify to become even Brahma. But no living entity with any amount of endeavor can qualify to take the position of Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is a very special Tattva. And the scriptures define what is the position of Lord Shiva, what is the difference in Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva. So in Brahma Samhita it is defined, Shiram yatha dadi vikara vishesha yoga samjayate nahi tatha prathagasti hetu yaksham bhutam api tatha samupeti karya govindamadi purusham aham bhajami. So here it is defined what is the relation of Lord Shiva with Lord Krishna. It just as a milk, by contacting with the culture, it can transform into yogurt. So Lord Shiva is the transformation of Lord Krishna for the purpose of destruction. And I offer my humble obeisances to that Supreme Lord Govinda. So Lord Krishna assumes the position of Lord Shiva. He transforms himself in the position of Lord Shiva for the purpose of destruction. Because at time to time, there is destruction of this whole cosmic manifestation. And this destruction happen at various intervals. It happened at the end of every yuga also to some level, then at the end of Manvantra, then at the end of the day of Brahma, and then at the end of the life of Brahma. So there are different level of devastations. And Lord Shiva helps in that task of devastation. So Lord Shiva's position is very, very special. And is he equal to Lord Krishna? Is there a difference? Because many people consider that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they're all equal, all same. You worship Krishna, I worship Shiva. So what is the difference? So here Srimad Bhagavatam defines very clearly what is the position of Lord Shiva. And we'll see as we move forward in this discussion what Lord Shiva himself is telling. So here in Srimad Bhagavatam 12th canto, this is defined Nimnaganam yatha Ganga Devanam achyuto yatha Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu Purananam idam tatha. So here it is defined as among all the Puranas, Srimad Bhagavatam Purana is the topmost Purana. Among all the flowing rivers, Ganges is the most important river. Among all the worshipable personalities, Achyuta, Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu is the most worshipable. And then among the Vaishnavas, who is the topmost Vaishnava? Lord Shiva. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu. So that is the position of Lord Shiva. And that is why for the Vaishnavas also, celebrating Shivaratri is considered important for that reason, because Lord Shiva himself is the greatest Vaishnava. We celebrated the appearance and disappearance day of our acharyas, of the great personalities, great devotees. Then why not for Lord Shiva? Because Lord Shiva is also topmost Vaishnava. So that is the reason we celebrate this particular day, celebrating the devotion of Lord Shiva. Now, many people do not understand the position of Lord Shiva by his external appearance. Many people judge Lord Shiva or misunderstand Lord Shiva. What is the external appearance of Lord Shiva? How is Lord Shiva generally seen? Any paintings, any pictures? How you have seen Lord Shiva? So Lord Shiva is covered with the ashes. He is wearing snake and scorpions on his body. He is living in the cremation grounds. He is associating with the ghosts and goblins. So looking at Lord Shiva's appearance, many people, they mistake the position of Lord Shiva. And we are going to take some references from the scriptures when some people misunderstood the position of Lord Shiva and what were the consequences because of that. So I'm going to take one particular instance. We'll start the discussion from there, from the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the pastime of Kashyapa Muni and Diti. Okay, Kashyapa Muni and his wife Diti. So Kashyapa Muni, he is son of Brahmaji, and all the Devi Devatas, basically all the Devatas, they are the offsprings of Kashyapa Muni, okay, from his wife Aditi. And Diti is one of the wives of Kashyapa. Kashyapa Muni has multiple wives, and he married 13 daughters of Daksha Prajapati, and Diti is one of them. And all the other wives of Kashyapa Muni, they have children. And one evening, Diti approaches Kashyapa Muni that all my other sisters, they have children, and I also desire to have children. And Diti approaches Kashyapa Muni that I have been pierced by the arrows of Kamadev, and it is disturbing me horribly, and I want you to fulfill my desire right now. So she approached Kashyapa Muni at the evening time, and Kashyapa Muni was just going to do his Sandhya Vandan. And at that time, Diti approaches Kashyapa and insists him to fulfill her desire immediately. And Kashyapa Muni tried to pacify Diti, try to tell Diti that this is not the right time. Okay, this is the Sandhya time. And at that time, he tells that Lord Shiva, along with his associate, he wanders around. And if somebody is not behaving as per the dharmic principles, Lord Shiva is very displeased. So this is not the right time. I will definitely fulfill your desire, but you just please wait for some time. I am very indebted to you, because with the help of wife, the husband can fulfill his duties, his dharma. So I am very indebted. I will definitely fulfill your desire, but this is not the right time. You wait for some time. But Diti insisted so badly. And then Kashyapa Muni is trying to pacify Diti, and he tells, because indirectly, what is Diti telling? That how will Lord Shiva come to know? We will do it in a secret place, hidden place. How will he come to know? And then on the top, I have seen pictures of Lord Shiva. He carries his wife on his lap. Why should we be afraid? So that is the kind of arguments posed by Diti indirectly. And in that time, Kashyapa Muni speak these two verses in the glorification of Lord Shiva, telling about the qualities of Lord Shiva, his external form, and the glories. Samshana Chakra Nila Dhuli Dhumra Vikirna Vidyota Jata Kalapa Bhasma Avaganta Amla Rukma Deho Devastri Bhi Pashyati Devaraste. Lord Shiva's body is reddish and he is unstained, but he is covered with the ashes. His hair is dusty from the whirlwind dust of the burning crematorium. He is the younger brother of your husband and he sees with his 3 eyes. Okay, so this is a word spoken by Kashyapa Muni to Diti, that Lord Shiva, he possesses 3 eyes. You think that we can do something secretly in a hidden place, but he can see everywhere. He is Trikaldarshi. Sun and moon are his eyes. Nothing is hidden from him. And what is his bodily feature? What is his appearance? He is covered with the ashes. His hair is dusty from the dust coming from the crematorium ground. And another important point, he says, Devaraste. Devaraste means he's your Devara. Devara means he's my younger brother. And in one sense, he is brother-in-law also. Because Kashyapa Muni married 13 daughters of Daksha, and the youngest daughter of Daksha, Sati, is married to Shiva. So in that way, Lord Shiva is brother-in-law for Diti also. So he is telling the position of Lord Shiva, and as Diti indirectly is referring that, okay, Lord Shiva also carries his wife in his lap. Even in the assembly, he is giving class, sitting on Vyasasana and is keeping his wife on the lap. Why should we be afraid of engaging in certain activity? So Kashyapa Muni is telling, actually Lord Shiva, he is not attached to anything. Na yasya loke swajana parova, na atya dhrato nota kasyit vigrahaya, vayam prateryacharana apavidham, asamashejam bhata bhukta bhogam. Lord Shiva regards no one as his relative. Na yasya loke swajana parova. He does not regard anybody as his relative, yet there is no one who is not connected with him. He does not regard anyone as very favorable or abominable. We respectfully worship the remnants of his foodstuff and we vow to accept what is rejected by him. So Kashyapa Muni is glorifying Lord Shiva, speaking about the position of Lord Shiva. Nothing is hidden from Lord Shiva, and do not mistake his position based on his external appearance. Because sometimes we mistake the position of Lord Shiva that he is living in the crematorium ground, he decorates his body with the ashes, he associates with the ghost, and is he attached to his wife? Why he's keeping all the time his wife on his lap while even sitting in the assembly of the sages? So these are some of the questions which have been raised at multiple times, and many devotees within Bhagavatam, because of these appearances of Lord Shiva, had mistaken his position and tried to criticize Lord Shiva. So why does Lord Shiva live in the crematorium? What is the answer of Lord Shiva? If you ask Lord Shiva, please tell me, why do you reside in the cremation grounds? Cremation ground is considered very inauspicious, right? People bring the dead body to burn the dead bodies there. And generally people, if they go to the cremation ground to participate in this cremation ceremony, they have to come back and take bath. So cremation ground is considered very inauspicious. Why you reside in cremation? So Lord Shiva's answer is, actually, if we really see, anybody when they go to crematorium, even though that person may be very materially attached person, but when they come to the crematorium ground, at least that person also develops some level of vairagya at that time. Even it may be shamshana vairagya, it may be for temporary, but some detachment comes in the heart. And everybody in the crematorium ground start chanting the name of the Lord. Ram Naam Satya Hai, Ram Naam Satya Hai. So the place where everybody develops detachment in their heart and where everybody start chanting the holy name of the Lord, how can that place be inauspicious? Actually, I consider that place to be a very auspicious place. And that is why I reside in the cremation grounds. And then why you decorate your body with ashes? Generally, people decorate their bodies with powder, scent, tel chameli. So there is a nice saying, right? लगा लो चाहे तेल चमेली या scent. ये body नहीं है permanent. So people try to decorate their bodies with so many things. And when somebody is getting married, they put all sort of things, haldi chandan on their body, right? Besan haldi. But you put ashes on your body. Why is so? Because ashes represents the detachment, vairagya. And Lord Shiva is not attached to anything. People generally put all these things because they are too attached to their bodies. And whatever people are putting on their body, it increases their karma. But by putting the ashes on the body, Lord Shiva is indicating that I am not attached to anything. Why you associate with the ghost? Because Lord Shiva is very compassionate. What is this in the Pranam mantra we sung? Karapura Gauram Karunavataram. Right? He is Karuna avatar. He is very compassionate. His compassion is beyond any boundaries, beyond any limits. Nobody want to associate with ghosts and goblins, but Lord Shiva says, okay, nobody shows compassion to these creatures. I will show compassion to them. And what will I do? I will turn them like me. Okay? Just like I am trying to be a devotee of the Lord, I will make them also devotees of the Lord. So generally, any preachers, right, we go and preach. To what kind of people we preach? Who are reasonable people, who have some level of understanding, right? Who can understand little bit, some little educated. But Lord Shiva, he is the best among the preachers. He is preaching to the ghosts and goblins. So he says, I associate with this ghosts and goblins, so I will turn them also like me only. And then is Lord Shiva attached to his wife? Actually, in the previous verse, what did Kashyapa Muni say? Lord Shiva regards no one as his relative. He is not attached to anybody. And even to his wife also, why he's keeping, to just show that he's not attached to anything. He is not influenced by anything. Even among the association of sages, even Parvati is sitting on the lap, but Lord Shiva is not disturbed. And he is so detached that he is ready to give up his own wife at the slightest mistake. And one of the pastime we know, it comes in relation to Ramayana, when Lord Shiva was once traveling and he happened to pay obeisances to Lord Ramachandra, who has already appeared and performing his various pastime. And at that time, Sati, she somehow did not accept that Lord Ram, he could be the Supreme Lord. Now, there is a big message for all of us also in that. And Sati said, how can I accept him to be the Supreme Lord? He is searching for his wife everywhere. He looks like some person who is attached to his wife, who is istri lampad. And he is calling out everywhere, hey trees, oh creepers, oh deer, oh bumblebee, have you seen my wife? So Lord Shiva tried to instruct her that no, he is the Supreme Lord, you believe on my words. But when Sati does not believe, and Lord Shiva says, okay, you can go and test. And Lord Shiva goes sit under a tree and start doing his bhajan. So Mother Sati, she wanted to go test Lord Ramachandra, and in what form did she go? She assumed the form of Mother Sita. She was thinking, I will go in the form of Sita, and as Lord Ramachandra will see me, he will become happy. He will say, oh Sita, you have come. But as she went there in the form of Sita, Lord Ramachandra saw Sati. And what did he say? Oh Devi, why are you wandering in the forest, leaving behind your husband alone? Where is Shiva? And Mother Sati heard this and she was perplexed. I am in the form of Sita and he's calling me Sati. So at that time, she ran back to where Lord Shiva was. And as Lord Shiva asked, okay, so are you satisfied? Did you test? So first of all, Mother Sati is also setting a very good lesson for all of us, that we should also may fall in that trap. We may not understand the pastimes of the Lord and we may judge the pastimes of the Lord, and we may not have faith in the Lord. So Sati actually is mother for all of us, and she is just like a mother. She is teaching all of us by her example, just like a mother. When the mother trains the child to walk, the mother walks backward, right, holding the hands of the child to help the child learn to walk. So mother is walking backward. Can we say, oh, this woman doesn't know how to walk, she's walking backward? So same way, even though Sati did this particular Leela, but as a lesson for all of us. So Sati at that time comes back to Shiva, and Shiva asked, so are you satisfied? Did you test? And he said, no, actually I got faith in your words. I did not even go. I paid obeisances and came back. But Lord Shiva already knew what had happened. And at that time, Lord Shiva immediately in his mind, he decided to give up the company of Mother Sati. He renounced Mother Sati as a wife. Why? Because she assumed the form of Mother Sita. That you have taken the form of Mother Sita, now how can I look towards you in the same way what I used to see earlier as my wife? I cannot see you as my wife anymore. So he renounced Mother Sati at that time. So that is the detachment of Lord Shiva. So these various appearance, the external appearance of Lord Shiva, we should not judge him from his external appearance. He is the topmost Vaishnava and he is completely detached. Where does Lord Shiva reside? After marriage also, he did not build any house. He is living under a tree. Did not take Mother Parvati any times to mall for shopping. He did not build a house, did not buy a car. Mother Parvati is riding behind on the Nandi bull itself. So Lord Shiva is completely detached. And another very important pastime from Srimad Bhagavatam to demonstrate the quality of Lord Shiva. We all know the pastime of churning of the ocean, Samudra Manthan. So when the Devatas and Daityas, the Rakshasas, they decided to churn the ocean, to bring the nectar out of the ocean. At that time, the Devatas, they went to Lord Shiva also. That you also come, please participate in this churning of the ocean. All the Devatas are going to churn this milk, the ocean. So you also please come on our side, so that we can bring the nectar out of the ocean. We can all drink the nectar, Amrit. And Lord Shiva at that time, he said, no, I don't want to come. I don't want to participate in this churning of ocean. Why are you not interested in the nectar? The nectar will come out. Lord Shiva said, no, I'm not interested in the nectar. I already am drinking the nectar. What is the nectar Lord Shiva drinking already? Namamrit. He is already drinking the nectar of the holy name. So Lord Shiva refused the proposal. I don't want to come participate in this churning of ocean. And then don't come later when the nectar comes out. He said, no, I will not come out with my pot to ask you for nectar. So Devatas and the Rakshasas, they started churning the ocean. And what did come out of the churning of ocean? The poison, halahal. And at that time, when the poison started coming out of the ocean, everybody was so afraid. All the Devatas, they were so afraid that the whole universe will be destroyed. So much poison is coming out. And they approached Lord Vishnu for help. And Lord Vishnu says, okay, you are all troubled. You are all fearful of your life. You go, please, all of you go approach Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the one who can help you all in this situation. You all go and pacify him, praise him, glorify him, and request him to consume this poison. And Lord Vishnu himself also goes along with them. Okay, so Lord Vishnu, along with all the Devatas, they go to Lord Shiva and request Lord Shiva. Everybody start glorifying. You are so great. You are Devam ke Dev Mahadev. You are the greatest. You are completely detached. So when they started glorifying, Lord Shiva asked, okay, what do you want from me? They please drink this poison. So what they are saying, please commit suicide. Drink poison means commit suicide. So Lord Shiva says, okay, I can do that, but I need to take permission from my wife. Yeah, after all, I'm married, I'm householder, I need to take permission. So Prabhuji can relate, right? If you want to do anything big in your life, any major decision, you have to take permission from the wives also. Otherwise, it will be disturbance in your married life. So Lord Shiva said, I have to take permission from my wife, from my missus. And all the devatas, they become very disappointed. Now, which wife will tell her husband, yeah, go ahead, drink poison? Isn't it? So all the devatas, they become very disappointed. And Lord Shiva approached Parvati Devi. See, all the devatas, they are so much troubled. Their lives are at risk and they want me to drink poison. Can I? And Mother Parvati, what did she say? Why you did not drink so till now? Go ahead, drink it, I know. So Mother Parvati also had full confidence in the power of Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva at that time, he consumed the whole halahal, okay, and held the halahal in his neck, in his kanta. And that is one of the reason his kanta, people normally say because he drank the poison halahal, that's why his throat became bluish. So that is one understanding. And as we heard, the another reason why Lord Shiva's throat is bluish in complexion, because Lord Shiva is always chanting the name of Lord Ram, always chanting the name of Lord Krishna. And they are bluish in complexion. When he is chanting the name of the Lord, Lord appears in his throat, in his kantha. And because of the presence of the Lord, the throat of Mahadev becomes bluish in complexion. That's why he is called Neelakantha. So Lord Shiva drank the whole halahal poison. And what had happened when all the devatas, along with the Lord Vishnu, had come and they glorified Lord Shiva like anything, all the ganas of Lord Shiva, now they started thinking, our master is the greatest. Our boss is the greatest. Like, there is nobody equal to him. Even Lord Vishnu is here, he is glorifying him. So our master, Lord Shiva, he is the greatest of all. And Lord Shiva, when he saw that his ganas are having that type of behavior, that type of feeling, Lord Shiva actually did not like it. And he thought, I have to change their thought process. I have to do some leela later that they start considering Lord Vishnu as the greatest. Who is my worshipable Lord? So Lord Shiva drank the whole halahal. And generally when we eat or drink something, what do? You open your mouth, put something in and close your mouth. So Lord Shiva drank the poison, calling out the name of the Lord. He says, Ra. As he said Ra, the mouth opened. He put whole halahal inside and saying Ma, he closed the mouth. So calling out Ra, he opened the mouth, drank the poison, Ma, closed the mouth. And whole halahal is in the throat of Mahadev, but nothing happened to the Lord. Why? Because from inside came the name of the Lord, Ram. And from outside came Vish. Ram, Vish and Ram combined became Vishram. And Lord is at peace. He is very comfortable. He is without any trouble. And Lord Shiva is actually giving us very important lesson also. Whenever in our life some difficulties come, so difficulties in the life are like poison. Okay? Difficulties in the life are like consuming poison. So whenever any difficulties come in life, we should always remember the Lord, chant the name of the Lord and face these difficulties. When you face these difficulties, chanting the name of the Lord, you will be always at peace. Okay? These difficulties of the world cannot trouble us. Now, doesn't mean by becoming a devotee, we will not have to face problems. We don't have to face miseries. Problems will remain. The miseries of the world will remain. But by chanting the name of the Lord, it gives us the strength to face those difficulties. So Lord Shiva, he drank the whole poison, and we know, as I mentioned, Lord Shiva now was looking for an opportunity to establish the position of Lord Vishnu as the supreme, that his gana should not start thinking, oh, our boss, our master is the supreme. There is nobody beyond him. There is nobody superior to him. So when after the whole nectar, after the churning of ocean, nectar also finally came out. And there was a fight between the devatas and the rakshasas to drink this nectar now. All the rakshasas are saying, we want to drink first. We want to drink first. Aham purvam, aham purvam. Everybody wanted to drink this nectar first. And there was one of them was Rahu, who also wanted to drink the nectar. He thought, let me disguise as a Devata and I will be able to drink the nectar. So to remove the fight between the Devatas and demons that time, Lord Vishnu incarnated as Mohini Murti. Right? He assumed the form of a very beautiful woman, Mohini Murti, and Lord came, and all the demons, they were mesmerized by seeing the beauty of the Lord. She charmed all the demons, took the pot of the nectar, and she said, everybody sit down. I will personally serve the nectar to everybody. So all the Devatas and demons they sat down and she started serving the nectar to the Devatas first. And this Rahu, he thought by the time our number comes, we don't know if the nectar will be left over or not. I don't want to take any chance. So he disguised himself as a Devata. अच्छे से fancy kurta dhoti पहन के तिलक लगा के he went and sat inside among the devatas. Now one mistake what Rahu did was he went and sat between the sun and moon. He just exactly went and sat between the Surya and Chandra. Now who can hide from Surya and Chandra? They immediately recognize it. This is not Devata. This is a demon who has disguised himself. So immediately Lord, so even he drank some drops of nectar by that time, but Lord cut off his throat. So here one lesson is somebody drank the poison. Lord Shiva drank the poison for the welfare of everybody, but he became immortal. And nothing happened to him. But on the other side, a demon, he drank the nectar for his selfish agenda, but he was destroyed. He was killed. So there is a lesson. When we are doing some things for the welfare of other people, the Lord is always protecting. When we are serving the society, when we are serving other devotees, the Lord is always protecting. But when we keep our selfish agenda first, then that is not pleasing to the Lord. So when this Mohini Murti form came out, Lord Shiva heard about this Mohini Murti roop. And Lord Shiva thought, now this is the right opportunity for me to teach a lesson to my Ganas. Generally, we say Lord Shiva was also put under illusion by seeing the Mohini Murti. Right? He started running behind Mohini Murti, but there was a special plan of Lord Shiva behind this. Why he did this? To put his position down and make the position of Lord Vishnu superior so that everybody do not mistake him to be higher than Lord Vishnu, because Lord Shiva considered himself as the greatest devotee. So he asked the Lord, I want to see that form. You appeared as Mohini Murti, I want to see that form. And Lord Vishnu said, no, let it go. Why you want to see that form? And Lord Shiva insisted, no, please show me that form. So finally, when Lord Vishnu again appeared in front of Lord Shiva in the form of Mohini Murti, now Lord Shiva started running behind Mohini Murti and he ran through all those places where all the Ganas were residing, right? All the colony from all the Ganas, all the quarters, the apartment complex of this ghosts and goblins. He ran behind all that so everybody can see very clearly. Hey, look at our master. He's running behind a woman. What happened to him? We thought he is the topmost, he is the supermost, and he's running behind a woman. And that was as an indirect plan of Lord Shiva to show the superiority of Lord Vishnu. That how the illusory energy of the Lord can influence everybody. Okay, the Maya Shakti of the Lord is so powerful that it can influence everybody. So Lord Shiva, he is Amanina. He does not care for his respect. He doesn't seek his own praise and glories, but he is ready to give respect to everybody. And there are instances in Bhagavatam where we know that whoever misunderstood the position of Lord Shiva because of his external appearance. Shri Radha Gopijan Vallabh Bhagwan ki Jai, Shri Nitaya Kali Pavan Gaur Hari, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. So in Bhagavatam, we hear about certain pastimes where somebody mistook the appearance of Lord Shiva and criticized him. And we should also learn that because of that criticism, what happened to them? What were the consequences they had to face? And one of the pastime is Daksha Prajapati. When Daksha Prajapati, he became the leader And he organized a yajna. He appeared in his assembly where all the other Devi Devatas were also invited. Lord Brahma is also sitting there. Lord Shiva is also sitting in that assembly. And as Daksha Prajapati entered into that assembly, all the other Devi Devatas, they stood up from their position to offer respect to Daksha Prajapati because he is having such a great, powerful position. He is the leader, Prajapati. So Brahmaji did not get up. Of course, he is the father of Daksha Prajapati. So Daksha Prajapati did not mind that, okay, he is my father. But he saw Lord Shiva was also sitting. He also did not get up. And Lord Shiva happens to be the son-in-law of Daksha Prajapati. And Daksha thought, this is a big insult to me. He is my son-in-law. He should have offered respect to me. He should have got up. He did not understand the position of Lord Shiva, that he is the Vaishnava Nam. Wherever he sits, he just goes into meditation. See, when we chant the holy name, we are chanting for maybe 15-20 minutes, half an hour, and we start getting restless. We take turn this side, that side. Kab mala khatam hoga, when this mala will be done. Lord Shiva, when he chants, when he goes into his meditation, what happens? How much time passes by? Bite samvat sahastra satasi. 87,000 years passed. That is the duration of Lord Shiva's meditation. So Lord Shiva was sitting in this assembly also, and he just started meditating on the Lord, and he completely forgot his externals. Daksha Prajapati came, everybody got up, but Lord Shiva was in his meditation, he did not get up, and Daksha Prajapati could not understand. And he started criticizing Lord Shiva, and he started yelling and kind of giving such a bad words about Lord Shiva. What is he saying? One of the things he said was this: he considered himself as Shiva, but actually he is Ashiva. He is most inauspicious person. He resides in the cremation grounds. He wears these ashes and snakes and scorpions on his body. His eyes are like the eyes of a monkey. ये बंदर की आंखों वाला, उसको मैंने अपनी मृगनयनी पुत्री विवाह में दे दिया. I gave my daughter who is like मृगनयनी. And this Shiva, he is not able to offer me respect. So like that, Daksha Prajapati insulted Lord Shiva. But Lord Shiva did not take any insult. He did not speak anything. He just left that assembly. But what happened to Daksha later on? Okay, so I'm not going to go the detail of this pastime, but just a lesson for us. When we insult a Vaishnava, when we criticize a Vaishnava, we understand that there is going to be some consequences, some repercussion for us. So we have to face some problem in our life. It can cause hindrance in our sadhana. Daksha Prajapati ultimately, in his own yajna, his whole yajna was destroyed. His head was cut off, and later Lord Shiva, out of his mercy, he gave him the head of a goat. Usko ek bakre ka sar diya. And Daksha Prajapati, whenever he's standing in front of a mirror, he will look at his face, goat head, and he will be very disappointed. Ultimately, he committed suicide. And again, he appeared. Next life, again, he became Prajapati. He took the position of Daksha. So that's another pastime. But here, because he criticized the greatest Vaishnava, he insulted him, spoke such harsh words, he had to face such a calamity in his life. Another pastime which we read from Srimad Bhagavatam is pastime of Maharaj Chitraketu. Chitraketu Maharaj, as per the instructions of Narada Muni, he worshipped the Supreme Lord, and he was able to see the Supreme Lord just within 7 days. He was able to see the Lord face to face in 7 days. And the Lord blessed him. Now he became the leader of the Gandharvas. He is flying in his aeroplane, associating with the Gandharvas, remembering the Lord, chanting the names of the Lord. And one time when Maharaj Chitraketu was flying in his aeroplane, he flew from a place, Lord Shiva is sitting in the assembly of the sages, and he is keeping Parvati Devi on the lap, and he is giving class, giving pravachan among the sages, to the sages. And Chitraketu saw this, and somehow Chitraketu had this tinge of pride in his heart. He thought he has become more sense controlled. And look at Shiva, he is keeping his wife on his lap. And he thought, this is not appropriate. This is not Vaishnava Sadachar. I must correct him. Because otherwise, some other people, if they see this, if they come to know, they will criticize Shiva. They will find fault in him. Better I correct him. So Before somebody else find fault in Shiva, let me find fault in Shiva. That was indirectly what he was thinking. So he spoke to Lord Shiva. You are such a great personality, but what kind of behavior is this? You are sitting in the assembly, keeping your wife on the lap. This is not appropriate. Lord Shiva did not mind any words of Chitraketu because he knew Chitraketu is also a very great devotee of the Lord. He is going back to Godhead for sure. So Lord Shiva, he just smiled. He did not bother anything. Aman, again, showing the quality of humility, quality of Amani, not seeking for his own praise and glory, for his own respect. So Lord Shiva did not mind, but Parvati Devi could not tolerate the words of Chitraketu. And Parvati Devi spoke to Chitraketu that even Brahma and all the great sages, they did not speak about this. They did not find any fault in this one. They also know dharma, and you think now you are appointed as the in charge of dharma, and you can fault find in shameless people like us. So Parvati Devi became offended, and she cursed Chitraketu that you have to take the form of a demon. See, by just this one mistake, and it was nothing big thing. He was just out of caution. He was trying to say these words to Lord Shiva. But what happened? He was about to go back to Godhead, but he had to take a detour. Okay, so King Chitraketu had to take a detour. He had to appear as a demon, as a Vritrasur. But because he was such a great devotee, and Lord Shiva also assured him that you will be able to remember the Lord even in the form of a demon. So even in the form of Vritrasur, he was able to remember the Lord. While fighting with Indra, he remembered the Lord, he prayed to the Lord, and ultimately he went back. But the point here is because he offended Lord Shiva, he spoke harsh words or criticizing words to Lord Shiva, his going back to Godhead was delayed. He had to take a detour and appear as a demon. So these pastimes serve as a great lesson for all of us that how we should behave towards the devotees, how we should behave towards the Vaishnavas, and now especially towards Lord Shiva, who is the greatest among the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavanam yatha shambhu. That we should not try to find faults in Lord Shiva. Sometimes, even among the devotees, we start thinking that, oh, Shiva, he drank poison and he held the poison. There is a poison in his kanta, and we don't want to take the prasad of Lord Shiva. We cannot accept the prasad of Lord Shiva. But what is, we just read a few verses back, few slides back. What is Kashyap Muni saying? And if you read the purport by Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada is writing in that the devotees also accept the prasad of Lord Shiva because he is the greatest Vaishnava. So we should not mistake the position of Lord Shiva. Now there is another, I will take maybe another 5 minutes or so. So another pastime of Kagabhushandi. How many of you have heard about Kagabhushandi? Okay. Only very few people have heard this name, even Kagabhushandi. So Kagabhushandi is now referring back to Ramayana. He is the great devotee of Lord Ramachandra. And he is constantly speaking Ramakatha at Nilachal Parvat. Okay, residing at a Srovar, he is constantly speaking Ramakatha. And one time, Garuda was sent to hear Ramakatha from Kagabhushandi. And who had sent him? Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva sent Garuda, you go hear Ramakatha from Kagabhushandi. So after Kagabhushandi heard this whole katha, Ramakatha from Garuda heard this whole katha from Kagabhushandi, Garuda inquired from Kagabhushandi, I want to know how you got this form as a crow. Okay, how did you get this form? And now Kagabhushandi tells his previous life story that earlier in my previous life, I appeared as a Brahmana. Okay, in one of the Kali Yuga, in some previous Yuga, appeared as a Brahmana in Kali Yuga in Ayodhya. Even though I was living in Ayodhya, I had no faith in Lord Ramachandra. I was finding fault in Lord Ramachandra. And once there was some, what do you call, akal, famine. So there was drought. There was no rain for a long time. There was no food to be found, no grains to be found. And I thought, Lord Ramachandra, he cannot save his own city. How will he save other people? So I left Ayodhya. I went to Kashi. I was devotee of Lord Shiva. So I went to Kashi. Externally, I was very proud. Inside I was very proud, but externally I showed myself as a very humble, meek person. I approached one Brahmana and made him my guru. I approached him, please accept me as your disciple, please instruct me. So I was learning from this Brahmana, but internally I was very proud. And I was chanting the name of Lord Shiva, but I was always envious towards the Vaishnavas. I was always envious towards Lord Ramachandra and the devotees of Lord Ramachandra. I will always criticize them, find fault with them. And my guru, at various times, he will give me good counsel, he will give me good advice, he will try to instruct me. That you are devotee of Lord Shiva, but you are insulting, criticizing Lord Ramachandra, you are criticizing the devotees of the Lord. That is not nice. Because if somebody becomes a devotee of Lord Shiva, what does Lord Shiva give them? Shiva seva kar phal sut soi, aviral bhagati ram pad hoi. So his guru instructed him that if somebody serves Lord Shiva, he becomes a devotee of Lord Shiva. What does Lord Shiva give him in return? Aviral bhagati ram pad hoi. Lord Shiva actually awards him bhakti of Lord Ramachandra only. So you are serving Lord Vishnu, but you are serving Lord Shiva, but you are insulting Lord Ram and his devotees. And how will Lord Shiva will be pleased at you? And what is the position of Lord Shiva? You are worshipping Lord Shiva, but whom does Lord Shiva worship? So he said, my guru instructed me, Ram hi bhaji tat siv dhata, nar power ke kaitik bata. What to speak of human beings, even Lord Shiva, he worships Lord Ramachandra only. And you are worshipping Lord Shiva, but he himself worships Lord Ramachandra. And if somebody serves Lord Shiva, actually he awards bhakti at the feet of Lord Ramachandra only. So why you are doing offenses at the feet of Lord Ramachandra? So who is telling this? Kagabhushandi. That is in previous life, that is what happened. And actually, Lord Ramachandra, he also speaks. What is his relation with the Lord Shiva? What is his mood? Shiv drohi mam bhagat kahava, chor nar sapne hi mohin pava. If somebody is my devotee, but he is envious towards Lord Shiva, that person cannot attain me even in their dreams. Shankar vimukh bhagati chahamori, so naraki, mudamati thori. If somebody is insulting Lord Shiva and he considers himself my devotee, that person cannot attain me, and his intelligence is like a foolish animal. And that person, Sankar Priya Mam Drohi, Siva Drohi Mamadas. So from both sides he's telling. If somebody is devotee of me, but envious of Shiva, or contrary, if somebody is devotee of Shiva and envious of Lord Ram, stay nark karahi kalap bhar, ghor nark mahabas. That person has to reside in hell for a duration of one kalpa. Who is speaking this? Lord Ramachandra himself is telling. And Lord Ramachandra in Ramayana, after his coronation is done, he calls all Ayodhya Vasis and he instructs them. He says, actually, if somebody want to become my devotee, they should please Lord Shiva. Without pleasing Lord Shiva, they cannot attain my bhakti. So all the devotees, now if we are considering ourselves the devotee of Lord Ramachandra, devotees of Krishna, we must understand that at some point of time, either in this life or previous life, we have definitely pleased Lord Shiva. And because we have pleased Lord Shiva, that is why now we are in the process of bhakti. Even though in this lifetime, you may not have worshipped Shiva or pleased him, maybe you have done in the previous life. That is why you came in this process now. So without pleasing Lord Shiva, we cannot attain bhakti towards the feet of the Lord. But now how do we please Lord Shiva? That is also important. What is Lord Shiva telling? Who is dearmost to me? Whom do I revere the more? So Lord Shiva is telling Parvati Devi, Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnur aradhanam param tasmat parattaram Devi tadyanam samarchanam. So Lord Shiva is telling to Parvati, my dear Devi, although the Vedas recommend the worship of Devi Devatas, but among all the worship of Lord Vishnu is the supermost. Vishnur aradhanam param. And even beyond the aradhana of Vishnu, beyond the worship of Lord Vishnu, serving the devotees of the Lord, that is even more powerful. And he instructs Parvati Devi in the glories of the holy name. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. I chant the holy name of Ram, 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 and thus constantly enjoy the beautiful sound. The holy name of Lord Ram is equal to chanting the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, Vishnu Sahasranam. So that is how Lord Shiva is instructing Parvati Devi in the power of holy name. Uma kahun mein anubhav apna, sat hari bhajan jagat sab sapna. Only truth is the holy name. Everything else is false in this material world. Everything else is temporary. The only real wealth is chanting the holy name. And Lord Shiva tells to the Prachetas, okay, from 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is another pastime. The sons of King Prachina Bharisha, they go to perform austerity in the forest. They're standing in the river performing austerity. Even though they are meditating on Lord Vishnu, but Lord Shiva appears. They were not calling Lord Shiva, but Lord Shiva appears and blesses them that I'm very pleased with you. You are worshipping Lord Vishnu. You are showing such great cooperation among each other. You are very united and respectful to each other. I'm very much pleased with you. I will instruct you in the process of devotional service. How you can attain the Lord even faster. So Lord Shiva is eager to give Krishna Bhakti to the other living entities. He himself is the greatest devotee. And what will you give to others? You can give to others only what you have. And what is the wealth of Lord Shiva? The holy name, Krishna Bhakti. And that is what Lord Shiva awards to everybody. He awards Krishna Bhakti to everybody. And we know we have this beautiful Radha Kripa Kataksh Stotra. Who is the composer of that Radha Kripa Kataksh Stotra? Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva has composed these prayers in the glorification of Radharani. And these prayers are so famous in Vrindavan. All the Babajis, actually all the Brajbasis, they know these prayers actually by heart. Okay? They recite these prayers every day while doing their other chores. They're reciting these prayers. So he is singing the glories of Radharani also because she is the most dear to Krishna. So Shri Radha Kripa Kataksh spoken by Lord Shiva. What is he saying? He is saying, oh, when will you shower the glances of your mercy upon me? Okay. Munindra Vrindra Vandite Triloka Shokaharini Prasanna Vaktra Pankaje Nikunja Bhu Vilasini Brajendra Bhanu Nandini Brajendra Sunu Sangate Kada Karishyasi Hamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam Kada Karishyasi Hamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam. Oh, when will you make me the object of your sidelong glances of causeless mercy? So Lord Shiva is asking for the mercy of Radharani. Because when we have the mercy of Radharani, then we can receive the mercy of Krishna. And even Lord Shiva is asking for the mercy of Radharani. And at the end of this Stotra, there is another very beautiful last verse here in one sense. Makheshwari, Kriyeshwari, Swadeshwari, Sureshwari, Tribheda Bharateshwari, Pramana Sashaneshwari, Rameshwari, Kshameshwari, Pramoda Kananeshwari, Brajeshwari, Brajadipe, Shri Radhike Namostute. So he is calling out various qualities, various names of Radharani. Shri Radhike Namostute. I offer my most respectful obeisances unto you. You are the queen of Vrindavan. You are the goddess of forgiveness. You are the goddess of all the Vedic sacrifices. You are the most goddess of the most pleasurable forest of Vrindavan. You are the only authority of Braja, Brajeshwari. So Lord Shiva is praying like that. So how we should pray to Lord Shiva? When we are celebrating this particular occasion, we are celebrating Shivaratri, we are speaking the glories of Lord Shiva. He is the Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho. What can we pray to Lord Shiva? What we can ask to Lord Shiva? Or what should we ask to Lord Shiva? Say if somebody approaches Lord Shiva for any material gains, somebody performs any little puja, little austerity to please Lord Shiva, he becomes very quickly pleased. That is why his name is Ashutosh. Right? Ashutosh means he is very pleased very quickly. Why he becomes pleased very quickly and he showers the gifts and blessings to the worshipper? Because Lord Shiva is thinking, this person is praying to me and it's disturbing my sadhana, it is disturbing my bhajan. Let me give him whatever he wants and then so that I can focus on my sadhana. That is the mood of Lord Shiva. That is why he becomes so quickly pleased. Ashutosh. But rather than asking for any material benefits from Lord Shiva, what should we ask from Lord Shiva? This is one of the prayer composed by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur to Lord Shiva. And we can meditate on this prayer that what we should really ask to Lord Shiva. Vrindavan Vanipate Jai Soma Soma Mole Sanak Sanandan Sanatan Nardeya Gopeshwara Vrajavilasi Yugangri Padme Prema Prayacha Nirupadhi Namo Namaste. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is composing that Lord Shiva, he is the gatekeeper of Vrindavan. Right? He is Gopeshwara Mahadev. He is residing in every dham actually as the gatekeeper of the dham. So, O gatekeeper of Vrindavan, O Soma, O you whose forehead is decorated with the moon, O Jaya Soma, Soma Mole, Sanak Sanandan Sanatan Naradeya, you are even worshipable to all these great personalities like Sanak, Sanatan, Sanandan, Narad Muni. Gopeshwara, O Gopeshwara, desiring that you bestow upon me prema for the lotus feet of Shashi Radha Madhav, who perform their joyous pastime in Brajadham, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you again and again. So if we pray to Lord Shiva in that mood, that we are paying our obeisances to you, we are worshipping you in that mood, we are, please award me Krishna Prema. And then Lord Shiva becomes very pleased that somebody is asking me for bhakti at the lotus feet of the Lord. And that is most pleasing to Lord Shiva. So that is what we should ask as a blessing from Lord Shiva. And we should meditate on this prayer that Lord Shiva, he is the gatekeeper of Vrindavan. He is the protector of all the dhams. Either it's Vrindavan, it's Jagannath Puri, it's Mayapur Dham. Lord Shiva is present everywhere as the dham protector. And if we want to enter into the dham, we need the blessings of Lord Shiva. So in that mood, let's remember Lord Shiva. Let's glorify Lord Shiva in that mood and pray to him so that we can continue to progress in our spiritual life. Grantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shivratri Mahamotsav ki jai, Lord Shiva ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. If I spoke anything wrong, please forgive me, please correct me, so that we can continue to glorify the Lord and the devotees of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any comment, any question? I know we are already over limit. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, he is wearing scorpions at the earrings. Maybe it's not very clearly shown here, but he wears scorpions as earrings. He's wearing small snakes as bangles.
Thank you, Prabhu. Such an amazing
Hare
Very
Krishna.
nice. And Prabhu, Shivaratri, some people believe it is the appearance of Lord Shiva, some people believe it's the marriage of Lord Shiva.
Yes, sir. It's both ways in different time duration, different occasions. So it's considered as appearance of Lord Shiva, and more significantly in the recent year, in this particular kalpa, or what we can say manvantra, it is the wedding of Lord Shiva, wedding with Parvati Devi. After the disappearance of Sati, Parvati Devi, she appeared as Parvati. So that is the day when Shiva married Parvati Devi.
You say appearance bit from Garbhodaksha Vishnu is that a possibility?
Yes, so generally, basically, appearance of Lord Shiva cannot be traced, like just like the appearance of Mahavishnu coming as Garbhodaksha Vishnu. So same way, when Mahavishnu enters into each universe as Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Lord Sadashiv from the spiritual world, he descends into each universe as Lord Shiva. So actually, if we say we cannot trace back the appearance of Lord Shiva. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Because the wedding happened at the time of Ratri. And the description of Lord Shiva's wedding is also very amazing. What kind of wedding procession it was, out of this world.
This is wedding of Lord Shiva with Parvati,
Yes. Yes.
not with Sati.
No, with Parvati Devi.
After she departed, she appeared as.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ratri basically. So some of the celebrations happened in the evening time, late evening time, and the whole because Lord Shiva resided there with his Bharat for that night duration there. So that is why it's called Ratri, Shiva Ratri. The procession went on for the whole duration of day and night, and they departed back the next day. So his wedding procession, if we read, the ghosts and hobgoblins, they are the Bharatis. They are doing a lot of magic tricks. Somebody's taking out their hat and throwing it in the sky as ball, those kind of things. And Lord Vishnu is also traveling in the front, kind of walking in the front. So maybe some other time. Hare Krishna.
Only one last question. Okay. This is about Kashi.
Kashi.
When people generally say who leaves body in Kashi,
Yeah.
Lord Shiva comes in person.
Today I did not mention Kashi, but I mentioned yesterday in my other class.
Mention Kashi.
Today I did not mention Kashi.
Oh,
I don't think so.
okay.
Maybe I just said cremation ground that he's chanting the name of the Lord. But yeah, Kashi. What is your question?
Lord Shiva personally chants the name of Lord Ram.
Yes.
That's the reason they go back to him.
Right. So generally people say we want to leave our body in Kashi so we can attain moksha because that is the city of Lord Shiva. And mistakenly people think Lord Shiva awards them moksha, liberation. But why do they get liberation? Because Lord Shiva personally come and chant the name of Ram in their ears and qualifies them to get liberation.
Lord Shiva himself is a devotee of Lord Ram. That's why he appeared from him.
Yes.
But his Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, they worship Krishna.
Yes. Well, because generally we do not consider any difference between Lord Ram and Lord Krishna. So they worship maybe both Krishna and Ram, just like me, hopefully. So yeah, but that is true. Lord Shiva, his worshipable deity is the Bala Group of Lord Ram, a baby form of Lord Ram. So as he comes to take darshan of baby Krishna in Vrindavan, same way Lord Shiva, he goes to take darshan of baby Ram in Ayodhya at the appearance of Lord Ram.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Praise Vrindanath, Prabhuji ki.
Hare Krishna.